Click the bell icon to get latest videos from Ekeeda.
Hello friends, today we will discuss about the disk attachment storage criteria, that is a host area storage, a network area storage, and as well as a storage area network. The disk can be attached to the computer on via the I/O ports, that are the ports that is host attached network. Some are done by the distributed systems of networks, that is known as the network attached of the storage area. So first we will discuss about the host area storage network. In the host area storage network, generally the computation and this attachment of disk is done based on the host controllers, that is a special type of electronic controllers which is used in terms of this interconnect within the device driver and the storage area of that particular computer system. Now these interconnects are done in terms of the I/O ports, and the I/O ports are maybe local or say some remote in terms of that particular operation. So whenever these I/O ports are used, they are attached via the ITE or the Advanced Technology Attachment or ATA technology. Some uses the serial ATA or SATA technology to attach this common buses of this storage to the device storage of that particular computer. Now the local I/O ports that is used within this host attached network, we can say that uses a 24-bit address space of that particular storage area. Now some uses higher or the low bit formatted area network that uses a 126 bits of particular address area. Now whenever these local I/O ports are used, first they need to be identified within that computer system that where it is hosted to the computer. After that, the disk drives are attached to it based on the technology ATA or SATA. Now one large address of this 24-bit scheme can be used inside the storage area network too. We can then be used as a large computational mechanism that the networks are attached to this fabric and used in dominance of the future. Now whenever this SAN is implemented is the hosted attached area network, then we can say that the host can attach to its bus very commonly and via a sequential way of the synchronized organization. Now the synchronization can be achieved through this host area, that first it is remote procedure call of that particular computer system, then it is get attached to the particular host that mentions its ID address in the host area network. Now this host will be access all the files and the computers that is attached to it inside the SAN or storage area network. Now the host attached storage sometimes uses an arbitrated loop, that is an FCAL or fiber channel loop. These loops are generally implemented by the CD-ROM, DVD-ROM, the RAID structure sometimes, and also it has a limitation because it limits greatly of the CPU throughput to the particular implementation. As it uses the disk structures with no head movements, then we can say that the host attached storage area can provide only a smaller view of the local file systems that we are using. Now we will move to the next part, that is a network attached storage. The network attached storage then uses a distributed system that is connected via some RPCs to communicate with each other. Now the RPCs will perform remote operations, that the message passing will be done first put into the host controller, next it responds to the disk controller or the particular disk drive, and the disk drive will then perform that particular I/O based on the system that which it is evolved on. So if it is a remote operation, then it will be performed over a network, and if it is on a local file system, then it will call a general system call for the file operations. Now this network attached storage area uses the CIFS or the Common Internet File System as well as the TCP or UDP/IP as a connectionless and connection-oriented protocols to maintain the RPCs communicate over the NFS. Now the network file system is using this network attached area as a RAID level structure area or any other structure that can be a CD-ROM or specifically some magnetic tapes or hard disks that is stored inside that particular remote host. Now the network attached storage uses a common pool that is attached to it, and every remote host can access to the files that is stored inside that pool. Now obviously it makes a direct communication between the host and the storage area. That is why it requires less power and less time to access to particular storage. Network attached storage uses a particular protocol known as Scsi Protocol, which is very reliable and smart and small and efficient to be used over the network. As in the SCSI, it is computed between this host and the device as well as host and the storage of that particular network. Now as a network is get connected via TCP/IP or UDP/IP protocol, then you can say that this ISCSI can provide a reliable way to pass the messages from one host to another host. Now the disk attached storage that can be moved between this remote host can acted that it is a part of an integral local file system. Even if the host files are distant from one another, but because ICSI can connect directly between them, then they can access as a part of a local file system. Next, we will move to the next attachment, that is a storage area network. The one disadvantage of using a network attached storage is that it consumes the bandwidth over the network, which makes the computation more complex, as well as its computation time will be higher than the normal host attached storage. So it requires a computation bandwidth between the host and the network attached storage, as well as the host and the device or the local storage. So doubling the storage area, it generally reduces the performance. So we introduce another type of storage, that is a storage area network. A storage area network that is a common pool that can be attached to every host that is connected via the network. So it is very much flexible because multiple hosts can attach to multiple storages that is attached to the storage area network. So it serves as a pool to the multiple hosts that can act as both as a client and as a server. So the server can access from a storage to the client and then get it allocated from the pool easily available. Say for an instance that a host is having a low storage and it is running very slowly. So the SAN can attach a more storage on this host to get it improvement of the performance. Now when the performance is improved, then again the pool can be get used of that particular storage that is now freed up by the particular host. So in this way, any host can be given any type of storage that is attached over the area network, and the storage area network or SAN is a pool that becomes flexible to the particular host, client and server both, that will give the server access to the client's computer very easily. As this SAN uses some very expensive I/O ports and some local I/O ports to support this type of bus architecture to attend the computer to attach to the particular disk. Now it uses a fiber channel as well as in the flexible ISCSI, but nowadays the trend is more using an InfiniBand, which is an high-speed interconnect between the host and the client and the server to get access the data upon a SAN. So that are all for the disk attachment to the computer and the device storage. Thank you for watching this video. Stay tuned with Ekeeda and subscribe to Ekeeda.